Hey guys, I'm SaltEMike, and today I want to share 10 awesome updates you probably didn't know about that are coming to Star Citizen 3.20. First up, there's a new ship available for purchase, the Drake Vulture, which is the entry-level salvage ship. It's available at New Deal on Hurston, and it goes for a little over 1.2 million credits in comparison to the Prospector, 2.06 million. Pretty good deal there. NPCs seem to have been optimized a little bit. Not exactly sure what they did or what they're doing, but NPCs in cities are walking around, doing things, and generally being more active, I would say, and not standing as much on chairs. There's also a ton of stuttering in the servers. Maybe the two are related. Let me know what your experiences have been, but my NPCs on my planet surfaces have been very active. Then we have some new menu options. You can choose to not show friend requests on the screen. You can choose not to allow friend requests at all. You can also choose to accept party invites or not have party invites, and you can also choose to allow them from only people on your friends list. I think this is super cool. This also applies to currency transfers. So if you're a 0 to hero player, nobody can randomly transfer you money and you not know how much it was and not be able to really understand how well you're doing in your 0 to hero. So that's really cool. I think this is a huge improvement and probably near the top of the quality of life changes for me in this patch. Let me know what you guys think, but I am loving this. I think that is so cool. Keybinds have also changed quite a bit. R is no longer how to turn on your ship. It's now target closest enemy. So right to Alt R is how you turn your ship on, and that causes some issues with like NVIDIA Shadow Play and things like that because that's a command there. So you might want to change that setting. Nothing was said in the patch notes. You could debate whether this is good or bad. I think they're just trying to make the game a little bit more usable by other controllers other than a joystick, and it's not going to be easy for them. Another change that I really don't like is scanning ping no longer is a good way to see obstacles around you at night or in dark places. The planets on surface at night are impossible to see, and I would use ping to see how close I am to it. If there's any trees around, maybe where a cave is. We no longer have that option, and I think that is a terrible quality of life improvement and not a welcome change at all. You do still see it, but you have to be incredibly close to the surface, and all its good uses are now gone. Now, this next one might be a bit off, so please just correct me in the comments, but it seems like all industry ships, so I've flown the Prospector, the Vulture, and the Hull C, all have a ton of boost fuel now. I think it might be basically in anticipations of master modes where industry ships need a way to get away and survive combat. And the only way to do this is to maybe have more boost fuel, I think. That might be their solution to the problem. Let me know what you guys think about that. I don't know if I'm spot on or if I'm completely off on this one, but it feels like it's way longer, but we don't really have the numbers yet. This is a big one. The tractor beam is getting a temporary buff, but it can pick up really large boxes. For now, this won't be permanent. Again, a temporary buff. But what's really special, and I think this is permanent, is that when you do tractor beam a cargo box, it tells you what's inside now. So you'll see Quantanium or Maze or whatever you're going for, and man, that is awesome. So being able to prioritize logistics is just going to be great, and you're just going to know what boxes you want to take, what you want to leave, what you want to put in one ship or another. Great change. And then mining has been basically flipped on its head yet again in 3.20, and the main change is this: instability no longer affects a laser's power, so it can't make it go down. It only affects how fast it goes up or its charge rate, and I think this adds a lot of skill to the career, and I think this is going to be a really good change. If you're able to power up a rock, you're going to be able to. But if you have too much power or too much instability, the rock is going to shoot up in power, and it's going to be unmanageable to stay in the green zone, which does add a lot of skill and variety to the profession, and I think it's just a welcome change. To add to that, rock's mass affects instability as well as how much power you put into your laser. So if you're at minimum power, you're going to be adding less instability than you would at 100% power. Salvage missions are no longer nearly impossible to complete. It felt like you had to hull scrape 95% of the ship just to finish it, and basically all it made players do is want to abandon. It never made anybody want to complete a mission. And as you may know, but maybe not, in order to get larger, more valuable salvage, you have to complete these at each level. So there's the 1,000 credit buy-in level, there's the 20,000 credit buy-in level, and these are for lawful, and then there's the 50,000 credit buy-in level, and you need to complete one at the 1,000 and one at the 20,000 to get to the last one, the 50,000. And it's kind of a pain, so really welcome change. You're able to actually progress in salvage now, but I think what we would prefer is to be able to actually have reputation play into this in some way, but for now it's the buy-ins, and it's going to be a lot easier to complete. Now, in relation to those higher level salvage missions comes this next one. Cargo boxes that you find on the salvage ships are significantly buffed at these missions, like massively, to the point where Elliot Maltby was in my chat today, and I'm gonna let you know these are getting nerfed. He made it very clear already. The mission that I did, the Wake of Disaster mission, I think it was 57 million impossible credits that I could have gotten at this mission if I filled my hull C with all the cargo. It's insane. I don't think that's a nerf. I think it's kind of a proper balance to take it down to a level that people are going to want to fight over these things, but not have it be so ridiculous, okay? They're crazy. You have 350 SCU of Maze, 150 SCU of Quantanium. It's nuts. I'm really curious how much money people can actually make at these if you take the time to grab all the boxes and have a big enough ship, but I think this is going to be the most contested mission, Wake of Disaster, in 320 if they balance it right. It's so insane that it's going to be definitely competed over if this stays, but if it doesn't, hopefully they strike a really good balance and we get something similar to Ghost Hollow. And with that, that's where we come to the end of the video. I hope you guys got something out of this and learned something of the 10 things you may not have known in 3.20, and I think it's going to be a really good patch. I consider it a quality of life patch. I thought I was really going to hate 320 because it just didn't have that huge feature, right? And now you see how much quality of life is being added, and it feels quite good, and I might play more. I find myself not even thinking about Starfield when a couple days ago I couldn't think about anything other than not playing Star Citizen and playing Starfield. So let me know if I missed anything. Let me know if you learned anything down in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more. We're going to be doing a lot around 320 here on this channel, and I'm really looking forward to sharing more with you guys. So we'll catch you guys in the next video.